Here we are. It's the playoff smash of the day, the good one. And given that 25% of the teams in the playoff are Kislev, I have Daniel Fritchley and Ewan with me. Say hello, lads.
Hello, lads.
Hello.
All right, so let's have a look at these Div 1 teams, shall we? And then maybe we can talk about who we think's going to take the trophy. So, Cincinnati Ben Orcs, the Sultans of Salt.
Yes, it's just cancer, that team.
It really is. Like that thrower is farcical.
It's that troll, mate. Look at that troll. Like, I can't really talk, but look at that troll.
Yeah. That troll is he's following your pattern. He's gone for the pro troll.
Yeah, he's got the pro block troll.
Pro block troll. Pro there guard. He's got guard as well.
Yeah. So really, that troll it shouldn't be having really stupid issues. It shouldn't be eating goblins that it throws. It shouldn't be failing throws most of the time, right?
No, it's just that, and you don't have to waste your rerolls on it. You just feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is no block on the thrower, but
no. It's the infamous accidental. Oops! I hit pass block rather than block. But even then, it's still movement 6.
Still pretty good. But I mean, I assumed it did deliberately. To be honest with you, I didn't know that was constant.
Yeah, it's like movement 6 AG4 with pass block. What's the movement on a Kislev catcher?
7.
So yeah, it's one short.
Yeah.
Of being a Kislev catcher.
And really, like that guy is probably not going to be. Yeah, he's a quarterback, isn't he, at this point?
Yeah,
basically.
He's a quarterback at that point.
Yeah, nice team. Nice team. No reason why these guys can't go all the way. Also, let's not forget Agi4 Goblin.
Agi4 Goblin.
He's sticking his landing on a 3-up with a troll that probably won't fail the throw because it's got. So like that Goblin on the bench for the whole game brings him on for the 1-turner. That's a real problem for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just the threat of it alone. You know, you're going to play differently. You're going to think he's got a chance of coming back at me. The second, like you think, oh right, well I've got a touchdown here, but you know that there's the threat of that 1-turn. So it's always going to be there in the back of your mind, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely. The only upside you have against it would be that the troll does not have nerves of steel.
There's absolutely no reason why this team can't win, is there really?
No.
Like if he just stays calm, doesn't tilt, he's got 4 minutes to take his turn. Take all those 4 minutes if he needs to. Do your safe stuff first. Stand up your guys that aren't going to move. Don't pick up the ball first or anything like that. This team is more than capable of winning the playoffs.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, just that square of blitzers around your ball carrier, you can't get in. There's no no entry.
Yeah, you can't get in. And when you do get in, you can't get out because he's got 2 tacklers.
Yeah, it's just it's just cancer.
What goes in never comes out.
The only downside, I guess, is the TV's quite high, but at this point, who gives a crap, right? That's just.
Yeah, but the team like that is like, I remember going against these guys with that 4 guard and just all that might blow. You look, no matter what angle you're looking at, it's like it's Fort Knox. I can't even leap into that, or if I did, I'd get crushed.
Yeah, you're suddenly on a 3 dice uphill just by that would normally be a 1 dice. It's like okay. It's not nice. But the way to beat him, as we all know, is to just fireball it.
Get your fireballs in. Let's have a look at Dynamo Destroyer. So you suffered some losses, didn't you, Ewan?
Yeah, I've taken. I've just had a bit of a TV trim. I was spending too much on spiraling expenses. So Max kindly just annihilated around about 4,000.
It was three. It was we calculated as 300k.
I think it was a bit more than 300k, but yeah,
Was
it
it?
was.
Was it?
It was.
Right.
It was a fair amount of.
Yeah, it was a fair
Okay,
whack. Yeah.
Anything that you miss particularly?
No, not
best.
really. I mean, there's nothing of mention, is there? Just a strength 4 block mighty blow blitzer that's missing. That died.
Oh,
he
that
died
sucks.
on a leap. So he leaped, failed the leap, failed the re-roll, armor roll, died on the apothecary, died on the second apothecary too. And then the next block, I lost a level 3 lineman as well. So it was pretty.
Wow, that
It was
sucks.
a pretty horrifying turn.
Still not a bad looking team though, is it?
It's not the worst looking team, but like the major thing that I had going for me, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I've now got to make 2 leaps to strip the ball, things like that. But hopefully, you know, the catcher's looking pretty solid at the back there. Well, he's basically, like we were saying about Kenny's, he's a quarterback. He doesn't really cross the halfway line if he can avoid it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, pass block, he's got pass. So when after he's done the intercepting on his 4-up, he can just yeet it straight to the other guy.
Yeah. I guess you're just missing that strip ball now, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, if I had a strip ball, it'd be really useful.
You've got wrestle though, which is almost as good.
Yeah, I've got wrestle. I've got tackle in places. I can work it.
Let's have a look at St. Nico's Flying Circus.
Hello.
So no shortage of strength ups on this team.
No, and look, a strip ball. Woo.
Yeah. So there you go. The superior of the 2 teams, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. I mean, he's got the 4 blitzers.
Yeah. I did. Santa is a brand spanking new blitzer, literally only just purchased. Because I figured I've got the money, I'm going to the playoffs, I need that 4th blitzer.
Yeah.
Well,
I have to.
With the number of elves that are present, that diving tackle, it just forces them to play a totally different way. You sort of cancel out the elf. So the elf bullshit, if you position your blitz as well.
It's anti-elf bullshit, and then
it's anti-elf bullshit.
And then if push comes to shove, catcher Mr. Dasher Duskov he's a strength up. A strength up catcher is one thing, is wicked, because having a strength 3 catcher compared to a strength 2 catcher, it makes him so much more viable.
Yeah, all you need is guard that can leap, really.
Yeah, guard that can leap. The only guard I've actually hit is on the bear. I've had nothing else to really speak of. I went for dodge on the lineman because why don't I have a blodging lineman?
Well, yes.
Yeah, it's
I suppose the only thing that I'd be concerned about with this team is 12-man roster, pretty light. Take a few injuries, you're in trouble.
This season has been rough on like sort of the injuries and death from. I think mid-season, I was constantly losing like at least 1 lineman a game. So like I think I had 2, 3 or 4 games where I lost a lineman every single game, and it just couldn't buy. And even then, I was still going in with journeyman every game, so I just couldn't buy back enough.
Well, they're fairly expensive linemen, really. Only a. I think there's only dwarfs that have more expensive linemen.
Yeah. The whole team is expensive, like for what you get.
Yeah, true, definitely.
It's a very expensive team. Right, well, let's take a look at Clan of Cthulhu, one of the 2 Dark Elf teams.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a nice roster, considering they're elves.
This team's scary.
This team is gonna be spooky. That witch elf at the top, Cthulhu, living up to a name. Blodging, a frenzy blodging, jump up, blocking, tackle, side step. That's just wow.
Horrible.
It's like oh wait, we need to save the witch elf. Oh no, wait, we can't. So what she does, she's safe.
Yeah, and that 8 movement, 5 agi blitzer is a wonderful quarterback.
Yeah, especially with leap.
Yeah, it almost gets rid of any issues with regards to kick, right?
Yes.
It doesn't really matter where the ball goes. You can still pick it up and throw it in a turn if you have to.
Yeah. And you've got 3 guard, and it's all on linemen as well. So that's
huge. Like that's a double for them, right?
Yeah, it's
double.
Really nice. That is really, really nice. I mean, I don't want to give my predictions too early, but I think these guys are probably would be a decent outside bet.
Yes.
I wouldn't be arguing with you on that.
Absolutely
I think they've got the right pieces in the right places.
They've just got a bit of everything, haven't they? Really.
Yeah, you've got that blitzer there. Don't forget that blitzer. I mean, mighty blow, tackle, block. He's a killer.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
To be honest with you, even better is the blitzer above him, sidestep, tackle. That can cause some serious problems if you're packed in with a bunch of people and you want to get him out of the way. You can't. You roll a push or you roll a defender stumbles, and then the coach just moves him next to another guy that you had to dodge out, and it's like, the 3 sidestep combined with the 3 guard is just if he can puzzle it out, that could be an absolute nightmare for other teams.
It is. It could be an absolute nightmare.
It's like having 3 stronger snotlings. Really annoying.
Yeah, imagine. Shame they're not titchy. Good looking team that. Oh, but what's he like? What's he like for cash? Oh, he's flush, so he can afford to take some punches. All right, let's have a look at these vamps. Why have we got so many niggles? That's my first question.
There's a lot of niggles. There's a lot of niggles. This is who I'm going against. And those niggles are like, they're going to be screaming at me, just like, right, you need to die, you need to die, you need to die.
What is this team?
I
just looked at like 4 really good teams. This one's garbage.
2 of them are on vampires as well, so it's like, if I can get... If either of those vampires go down, I don't give a damn. I'm sending someone in for a boot.
Yeah.
Someone is going to get stamped, especially that Movement 7 one. That can get you fucked.
This is like some sort of terrible sitcom where it's like I was just playing for a laugh, but I accidentally made it into the playoffs, and now I've got to play this terrible team.
But it is worth of note, he did beat in the main league before the playoffs, so that was an exceptional game for him. I think he rolled about 2 bloodlust the whole game.
He's done that a few times.
Yeah. And I couldn't break armor for toffee. It was horrible. It's like I'm just pushing thralls over, and they're just like going, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, just stand up.
Let's give credit where credit's due. He has got 2 movement up vampires, which is very, very useful. They've all got block. He has a blodger with sidestep and tackle, which can cause a lot of problems. He's got a kicker.
Yep.
He's got wrestlers, so he could potentially get into that cage there with the hypno gaze and break the cage. So as much as it's kind of funny to look at how messed up this team is, he's got the elements required to succeed.
There is potential there. There's potential to cause massive problems for me. If those hypno gazes start hypno gazing, and my cage, any cages I make just fall apart.
So your saving grace is the lack of skills. I know the lack of skills on thralls is probably quite normal, but it means that you can, like, if I'm playing them, I'd be looking at the thralls and thinking, right, I can control them, because if I can control where they are, I can control where the vampires want to be. If that makes sense, the vampires are scary, but you can control them with the non-scary pieces. Probably the downside of playing vampires, I'd guess.
Oh, it's funny that, because bloodlust is the thing. Yeah. That's the plan.
Let's take a look at Lord's Buccaneers, Dark Elves. So these guys won the league, I believe.
They did.
Yeah.
Snatched it at the end.
They have unfortunately also taken a significant trimming.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, they got
lost a blitzer.
Yeah, he's lost a blitzer. I think he lost a lineman as well.
Interesting. So these guys are now kind of the lesser of the 2 Dark Elf teams all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But they have got those 2 Mighty Blow pieces, which can cause a lot of problems.
Yes, absolutely. It's worth note, though, who the coach is, though.
Yeah, Dave Bowden, obviously.
He is a cracking player. He just rinsed me 3-0 in the last game. I couldn't do diddly squat. I got limit salty and things happened. We should speak no more of it.
Did you go back to your usual ways, Fridge?
I had a momentary relapse.
You're doing so well, man.
Yeah, I was doing so well. Every addict has a slip. I just couldn't you ever have a game where
where it just
doesn't let you, it just doesn't let you do anything. It was just like I was just pushing him around. He was knocking me down, and then I think we'll go through the games in a bit, I imagine. But But
to
he,
be
he
fair,
played it well. I couldn't fault him for doing what he did.
Yeah, well, I think that the interesting thing about this team, or what separates it from the other Dark Elf team, is significantly less guard, no sidestep.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah, that lack of sidestep is... Yeah, that could be massively different.
Yeah, but still, he's a good coach, it's a decent team, and he's got a few quid in the bank just in case something goes wrong. No reason why he can't go all the way. Let's take a look at rejected swimsuit models. Didn't expect these guys to be in the mix at all, but they are.
Though again, a
he
player...
tried to kill the team. He played me. He tried to kill the team, and everything just went right for him.
Yeah, he tried to kill his own team most of the point. We ended up killing yours instead.
Yeah.
Wow, that runner.
Yeah.
What a ridiculous piece.
That runner is absolutely AIDS. I mean, Jesus wept.
He is a horrible thing to play against.
So
I mean, I've managed to put out his guard and an Agi 4, but still, it's a team's. It's a good team. He's got plenty of players.
Yeah.
He's got right bits in the right places. You know, he's got 2 guard there. He's got Mighty Blow and a Yeti. Obviously, he's got a lot of block.
Yeah. This is
a couple of tackle pieces. What more do you want?
Missing his Agi up lineman for the next game, but I'm sure that won't be the end of the world. He's missing a third of his guard, which is a shame. He's got plenty of tackle in a league full of elves. Sensible choice there. He's got what is that? Leader on a thrower. Very nice.
Yeah. Leader on a thrower.
Yeah, looking good. That not bad at all. Really needs to rearrange the order of these pieces, though. He's got an Ulfwerner there. He's got one down below.
Yeah.
His Yeti's in another place. Very unpleasant to look at.
He should be better at this.
Yeah, come on, Max, get your shit together. But yeah, these guys. I mean, Norse have always got that capability to just implode, right? But no reason why these guys can't go the whole way, as far as I'm concerned. Especially with that runner, that's a real problem for people.
Yeah.
He's got the Orcs first, so if he can survive that, I think he's dangerous. But I think the Orcs are the one team that can really bring the pain to Norse out in the league. You know, the others are not like the Kislev teams. Obviously, the Elf teams and the Vampire team are not looking to fight you in quite the same way. The Orcs are wanting to go toe to toe, and that's the one that could kill you.
Yeah, that's definitely not the draw he wanted. We'll look at that shortly. But Rivendell Reavers, last team.
Indeed.
What have we got going on here? Okay. Well, a lot of very high level. That's a level 5 and 3 level 4s there. Very nice.
Again, a lot of niggles.
Yeah. Well, it's to be
Sorry.
expected.
Is that an Agi down? Is it?
Yeah, he's got an armor down.
Movement down catcher. That's weird. I don't know if I'd keep that around.
What catcher? Oh, the movement down.
Yeah. Although that's got dodge, obviously, but it's very expensive for what it is now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I think it might be a lack of cash flow issue because if you look at the catcher, how much are they standard?
They are
one
90,
level.
The 90k.
90.
To be fair, actually, it's basically got about the same level of usability as that lineman above it for the same value. So I guess it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same as he hasn't got 70k and he's got 13 men. So anyway, he might, if he does lose someone, at least he's got backup.
Yeah, we're focusing on the wrong thing here, though. That thrower at the top, look at that.
That thrower is...
Yeah. Accurate blodger with sure hands, very nice. But then also he's got his Agi 5 catcher with nerves of steel. So just to be clear, he will be catching with a reroll on a 2-up in a tackle zone.
Oh God!
Or in fact, actually, sorry, he's got nerves of steel, so he always ignores it. So
I've kind of almost wasted on it.
Yeah, that's a shame, actually, isn't it? That. Yeah,
so that is pick up.
Yeah, damn, that sucks. But still, it's kind of nice to have, right? You can use him as a passer, I suppose, quarterbacking. Yeah. Good looking team. This.
Threat. It is a good looking team. As far as high elf teams go, it looks nice, except for the fact that you've got all those niggles. But he's got the 13 men. He's got the apothecary. He can sustain it. And
I'll tell you what, Ewan and Fritch. I'll tell you what that Agi up is useful for. Pouring rain.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Catching in pouring rain.
So
he's still doing that on a 2-up.
He hasn't got a weather dome yet, so.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need one now. He's got that guy. Right. Let's have a look at the schedule. So this is this in order?
Yes, so this Lost
It is,
Buccaneers
yes.
first,
So
Rivendell Reaves
this
eighth.
this is in seed order. So the winner of the top one will go into the semi-finals against the winner of the one below it, and so on and so forth. So with that in mind, what are you? Who are you expecting to see in the final out of those top four and those bottom four? What are you thinking?
Oh, if I'm half expecting, honestly, with the way that Dave plays, I imagine the Buccaneers could get into the end just because Dave's such a good player and his team is still good.
Yeah.
And maybe it might even be, if you're lucky enough, Ewan, it might be yourself as well. Dynamo Destroyer.
Well, I appreciate that. Obviously,
yeah.
it's from my point of view, it's a slam final all the way. You're going to, I'm going to. We're gonna prove to the world that Kislev.
Well,
no. To be fair,
I think it's going to be a Dark Elf off in the final. I think we'll see Clan of Cthulhu and Loth's Buccaneers.
I couldn't argue with that, really. I actually was going to say, personally, I think it'd probably be if I can't beat him, I don't see the Ben Orcs or the swimsuit models being able to handle Clan of Cthulhu. So I think I'd struggle with whoever wins that, but I've probably got the best chance of beating him, if that makes sense. But if he beats me, he'll win that and go to the final. But I'd have to disagree with you. I don't think Lost Buccaneers are getting past the first round. Sean's the only coach who beat him, and he beat him convincingly. He didn't beat him on luck. He didn't beat him on dice roll. He actually beat him.
So it could be a
so I think it's a difficult.
Yeah, but the Buccaneers
really
are going to get 250k in inducements.
That is true.
Lot of inducements.
It was the other way around last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because obviously he took such a beating.
And let's not forget as well, chaps, that Loth's Buccaneers have an 11-man roster with 250k in inducements, and the High Elves have a 13-man roster with 250k. So he could easily get the numbers up to outnumber him there, and get something else like a wizard or a babe or whatever. So, well, actually, let's talk about this now. Rivendell Reavers, Loth's Buccaneers. What are your predictions?
2-1 Reavers.
2. I've said Buccaneers will probably go to the end, so I'm going to stick with that. 2-1 Buccaneers, but it will be overtime.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Buccaneers will probably take it, just because.
Maybe not 2-1. They're Elves. Let's face it. Maybe like 3-2.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring pass-off or something. But the thing is that the High Elves are great at passing, but they are against a team that can deal with that to a degree. They've got the interception capability. They can fight. They can deal with a lot of the. They can take out a lot of the High Elf. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing Sean a disservice, but I just think the Buccaneers will take it.
It's the same with the round.
It's the game to watch. If you're going to tune into any one of the 4 games in that first round, that's the
Elf off.
Yeah,
because that is going to be a good game.
It's going to be total chaos. That is, yeah. So St. Nico's Flying Circus, please stop sucking. I mean,
my inner pessimist says no.
you can't lose to that, Fritch. Come on,
mate. Come on.
But
3 moves first.
Hang on. But if I make sure I concentrate enough and I don't let some of the bad dice rolls get to me too hard, I could do it. I just need to concentrate on the thralls. If I could just delete a good amount of thralls pretty early, then hopefully the vampire do the vampire thing and implode like a red dwarf.
Yeah, and just don't make the mistake of caging up. Build screens instead.
Yeah, definitely.
So that you can't break it. I think you'll take that.
I think you've got that as well. I mean, you've got to count into the factor that there is a chance that vampire team just kills itself as well.
Yeah.
So Fritch's graduation from free Winfritch to reasonably priced Winfritch, so it's like as the price Fritch now, coupled with the fact that you're against a team that can just kill itself. I think you'll get that.
Yeah.
I just need to pray you can roll Bloodlust.
Clan of Cthulhu, Dynamo Destroyer. If this was 4 weeks ago, I'd have said Dynamo Destroyer, no question.
Well, when it happened 4 weeks ago, it was Dynamo Destroyer, no question.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be the case now. You've lost some of
To
your
be
key
fair,
pieces.
The last time we met, he obviously I think it was 2-0, but part of the reason it was 2-0 was because he made 6 attempts at a leap on a 2+ and failed 5 of them.
Right, that sucks. Yeah.
So that kind of wrecked him. Obviously,
there's nothing in the
hopefully,
inducements. It's worth noting, by the way, and you have one
yeah,
more
I'm
player
getting a
there.
babe. That's it. I think it's going to come down to the wire. Hopefully, I can beat him. I have got the one thing that Kislev do well is play against elves. So if you try and elf against them, they cancel that.
Yeah, do you think he'll try an elf? I mean, if I was him, I'd just
No,
be
I think he'll try and fight me.
Yeah.
So it's relying on that bear.
What are you saying then, Ewan? You predicting you?
You've got. If you ain't backing yourself, you've already lost. So of course I'm backing me.
I mean, I'm afraid I'm going to have to predict Clan of Cthulhu, but I won't be surprised if I'm wrong. What are you saying, Fritch?
I'm going to have to go with Team Lead. I reckon I reckon Ewan can do it. It all depends on how well Gem it's Gem, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
How well if Gem can break that armor 8 across the board, pretty much for you is. I know it's only 1 above 7, but it can be surprisingly problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same. It's both of us. To be fair, you look at the teams; it's equal. In terms of the armor, there's no great advantage to either side. Yeah. He's got 1 more guard than me, but I've got higher strength overall than him. It's going to be a fair fight. Honestly, that's probably my game that of the thing I'll probably end up watching. No offense to Rivendell and the Buccaneers, but Elfos Snorefest. So I'm hoping to see some good leapy boys in that one. Put it to the clan.
Yeah. So our last game then, Ben Orcs versus Rejected Swimsuit Models. Surely this is going to be Ben Orcs, right?
Yeah.
You can't back anybody but the Ben Orcs. If it was any other team against that Norse team, I'd be like, no, I think the Norse team stand a chance. But all that mighty blow, all that guard, with a team that you wouldn't have fight and you've got armor 7, you're done. You're getting killed.
Yeah.
Sorry, Max, but that draw is horrible to you. And I know.
The only way I can see Max winning that is if he doesn't, if he has to get out of Norse mode and play a passing game, which he can do. He can.
Yeah, they're capable.
Yeah, he can pass that runner. He's missing his Agi4 lineman, which is a shame. But he does have a throw with pass. He can throw the pass to the runner. The runner doesn't need to be that far beyond the line in order to make a full run. Like if he can pass around the Orcs, he'll be alright.
The speed of that runner can put him miles ahead. Yeah. Like movement 9, it's not to be laughed at when Orcs are all movement 6. Movement 4, 5, or 6. He can. That's where he's going to win it. If he's going to play it, that's what he's got to play it on. He's got to play it on that runner.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to die before he can.
Yeah. It's worth a note though. Max does get 280k of inducements.
Yeah. Can he scoop for the Master Chef, and is it worth it?
Is it or does he go for a different approach and go something like a wizard and some sort of star player?
He probably should because Kenny's got 4 rerolls, so the Master Chef is definitely not going to cripple him.
No,
it might be worth taking the chainsaw and the chainsaw and the wizard. I mean,
cut fireball, Kenny. Fireballs.
Yeah, chainsaw and wizards, or chainsaw and a bunch of bribes and just knock them down, foul them, knock them down, foul them.
Yeah. It's I think that's his way. He's gonna have to do it. He's also remember Max has got a lot of surf potential as well. He's got like how much frenzy's he got? He's got like a metric bollock ton, hasn't he?
Yeah, Kenny needs to not put guys near the line, and that's surf is exactly the kind of thing that can activate the salt. So he needs to not do that.
It needs to be a case of as well, try and avoid situations where he puts too many people in the cage, because what it lets you do is push the ball carrier out of the cage, and it's not you can't get to the ball carrier, but you can just mess with your setup enough by hitting the corner of that cage and just being able to push the ball carrier straight out. That you can, again, it gives opportunity to get that salt in the wounds. You talk about it, but that's the way Max wins the fight, if he can get the salt in there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I still think that Ben Oaks have got it.
Yeah, that was the playoffs. Good luck to everyone. It's time to take a look at the Tenderfoot Trophy.
Oh yes, this is a very interesting one, isn't it?
So 16 fresh teams at the end of their first season. 16 of them to take a look at. Let's take a look. Let's have a look at the Chong Crows. So I think these guys have had a bit of a rough time towards the end of the season.
They still haven't got their wish elves, have they?
No, but they've got 2 Agi 5s.
Yep.
So that's
one of them is movement 5, though.
Yeah, that's huge. That is. I mean, that movement 5 lineman. He's obviously not. You're not going to be wanting him to carry the ball or run with the ball. So I guess he's a quarterback now. But with Agi 5, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then you've got your Agi 5 linemen who can catch in tackle zones and stuff. Beyond that, there's not really a great deal that we can talk about these guys, is there? He's gone for dodge on pretty much everything, so he's got a load of blodgers. He's got 2 tacklers, which is a smart move because we had a lot of elves this season.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a lot of dwarfs next season.
Yeah,
definitely. It's that I say Agi 5 that say if you aim for the quarterback, but even then the quarterback's got wrestle.
Yeah.
If you get a both down, he uses wrestle, no armor break.
Yep.
He's just get up and disappear again. Not far on movement 5, but still.
You can still move.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've got two journeymen, but a journeyman lineman's just a journeyman lineman, isn't it?
On an elf team, you don't really care, do you? You just put him on the line and let him get punched. He's just missing his witch elves, that's all, really. But
I believe they both died. So
for an elf team, after a whole season of play, this ain't bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, speaking of elf teams after a whole season of play, Woodtuggers. Now, these guys were severely depleted a few games ago, so it looks like they've... oh my god,
dear lord, what happened here?
Christ.
Anne Perkins and Craig Middlebrook, what happened? You poor souls.
This has got to be one of the most fortunate series. Like, if this was a tabletop team, I'd be going to the commissioner and being like, come on, man, he didn't roll all these, surely. Something's going on here.
All them setups, it's disgusting, isn't it?
Stupid. The setups are stupid, but even more painful are those 2 MNGs got right there.
Yeah.
2 MNGs are quite important pieces. Anne Perkins, the War Dancer, the hero,
the
Vault Stripper.
But depending on who he's got in his first game, he might actually be thinking, great, I've definitely got my good War Dancer for the next one. So it might not be. I mean, it's still annoying. He's got his main strip ball player missing. But it might not be the end of the world, and it's probably brought his TV down a bit. But yeah, oh my god, so what? Like an Agi 6 catcher that's a blodger.
Yeah.
I believe it's bugged, so it doesn't actually help you at all having Agi 6.
Oh yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's a max. It maxes out at 5, I guess, unless
I think 6 is the maximum on tabletop, but I think there's a bug in the game. But obviously, because it happens like never.
No, that can't be right, because it'll just calculate how many tackle zones you're in. So you can catch the ball in 2 tackle zones on a 2-up with Agi 6. But I don't think surely they've not screwed that up.
I think they've screwed that up.
Unbelievable. Well,
I think it's
I guess we'll see, won't we?
But
Anyway, what a team. Very good. Well done. I guess he just wants some more catches at this point.
I reckon we are seeing these. Are we seeing these next season? Has Jack confirmed or denied?
I sincerely hope not. To be honest,
Jack is missing vampires horribly, so he.
Is he pining?
He's pining. So unless they have a miracle tenderfoot, then he'll probably drop him.
Well, they've had a miracle season with these roles, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, if they can keep these players alive, they should be winning every game.
Yeah,
with that. Every single game. Right. Necro, absolutely barking mad. 1600 TV. They've got a 15-man roster.
Are we skipping Journeyman United? Are we?
Oh, have we missed someone? Well, we'll go back to them.
Yeah.
We'll go back to them afterwards. But yeah,
It looks like a nice looking roster, that isn't it? Look at them
this is a
werewolves.
really nice looking roster. Yeah, he's got his movement up werewolf, who's a blodger, so he's got a runner there. He's got a strength up werewolf, that's his blitzer. He's giving him tackle, sensible choice. But beyond the werewolves, I mean, this is the problem with a lot of these kind of one of my pieces is better than all the other ones teams.
Yeah, you
all of his
focusing
SPP on them. Yeah. But he's got a kicker. He's got a dirty player, so there's his dedicated fowler. And he's finally invested in a ghoul just in case something happens.
And he's
to
got
his
a bit of guard on the right. So I mean, it could be worse, but yeah,
it definitely could be worse. As always, the flesh golems don't get any SPP because they've got no core skills. Yeah, big roster, big team value. Needs to spend some money.
Yeah, for 210k,
he's carrying 60 in cash.
Yeah, might even be worth just getting another zombie just because you can.
Possibly.
You can always fire it after the game or fire it straight away if you really don't want it on the roster.
He's got his level 2 stadium, and he's got his base stand as well, so he's got +1 on surf roll.
I mean, at this point you could even take that 4-3 roll, right?
Yeah, it's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout.
140k still leaves you with enough to replace injuries if you have to.
Yeah.
I'd be thinking about getting that 4-3 roll. Great team, very large roster. Let's have a look at Journeyman United.
So I mean, that's what an elf roster should look like. 8 players,
night and day. It's got like half the number of players of the last roster.
This guy is that star man. I've seen him pull some gloriously bullshit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's of all the elf teams. I mean, you see the Elven Union the least, but I think we've got 2 in the Tenderfoot. But they are the most elf bullshit team of the lot of them.
Yeah, the unnecessary fourth catcher that is also a third.
Yeah, you've got. Yeah, you look at that team. I mean, it's decimated. 1 blitzer.
Yeah.
You've got 3 catchers and a thrower, basically. But they're all the pieces that you need. If you're sacrificing your journeyman lineman, what are you moaning about? If you can keep one of them catchers up at the end and that thrower on the ball, you've won.
Yeah, definitely, and that's the thing, isn't it? Really, like, who cares? He's got the exact number of linemen that he needs to put on the line to get punched. That's how many. Journeyman linemen he's going to have. And the utility is all there. He's got a thrower with accurate and throw. He's got several blodgers. He's got a pass blocker for if he comes up against other elves, for example, those wood elves. He's given his blitzer sidestep, so he's got a blodging sidestep blitzer with shadow in, who will just follow people around, which I imagine is very annoying. Yeah, there's no reason why this team can't do well, and he's got his apothecary in case something goes wrong. The only thing really that I think he's a bit short on is re-rolls.
Yeah, he could do another re-roll.
But with 100k in the bank, you don't want to risk it, do you?
No.
But yeah, looking good, that team. So, even though it's a bit decimated. Let's have a look at the Uzkalak Bulls. Unfortunately, they still have level up to do on a Bull Centaur. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's got his Agi 3 Bull Centaur now.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky
I'd still be taking sure hands on that other one and using him as a ball carrier, because sure hands is, even on an anti-2, it's a 75% chance of success, which is better than an anti-3 without it.
Yeah, that's true.
And one thing that Chaos Dwarfs can't do is handle the ball.
Very true. Very, very true.
I mean, he's got Hobgoblin there with it, but you know what I mean. I just, and then you look at them Chaos Dwarfs. Look, I mean, you've landed 4 level ups. They're quite hard to level up.
God.
What else are you doing?
Yeah, and then Mighty Blow just for a sprinkle.
I mean, to be fair, any dwarf always takes the same path, doesn't it? It's guard, Mighty Blow, tackle. No, tackle they start with, don't they?
Yeah. So, you just go guard, Mighty Blow, guard, Mighty Blow, guard, Mighty Blow, and then switch it around on the next bunch of levels.
Mighty Blow,
everyone's
guard.
got Mighty Blow and guard, and then if they're Chaos Dwarfs, you then start giving them claw.
Yeah. Bloody claw. Yeah.
But
Just-
yeah,
yeah.
I mean that's a scary looking team. To be fair, like 4
It is a
guards
scary looking
after
team.
after like a dozen games or something is very nice, and
That is
that
big,
that Agi3 Bull Centaur means that he can play for the one turners if he has to. Yeah, and I mean, really, what if he rolls another double on that Bull Centaur? You could have an Agi3 bludgeon Bull Centaur that can dodge out of areas to blitz into other areas. So it opens up a whole world of possibilities. He got his Apothecary, got all 3 re-rolls as standard. This is a team that could win the Tenderfoot Trophy. in my opinion.
It's a horrible team. I wouldn't want to play that.
Yeah, I would want to play that. No.
But talking about favourites, mine's next.
Okay.
Oh,
MNG United. Okay, so this is your other pro elf, right?
This is my
a
pick.
Slightly less battered roster than the
Because that is a
like,
elf
only
not
over
dead.
double the number of players in the roster.
I mean, the thing there is that is a roster for that you never see because he's somehow managed to not die.
Yeah, he's got a full roster. He's got all his
look at
blitzes,
that
all his
thrower.
catches, both throws. Yeah, that is a really nice thrower. So strong arm accurate. Accurate obviously means gives you +1 to your throw roll. Strong arm gives you +1 as long as it's one of the 2 longer distant throws.
Short, long, or bomb range, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
so
affect
those 3,
your basic one. But who cares anyway? Because you're actually 4.
Basically, he's like passing extremely long passes on extremely low rolls, which is great. He's got his backup throw there as well. He's got a bit of tackle. He's got a bit of guard. He's got a load of dodgers. He's got a bit of block. He's got a kicker. He's got some wrestlers for cage breaking. What more do you want?
Yeah. I mean, it's nicely spread out. Like we talk about the other teams, and you were saying like with the werewolf team, like all that SPP is focused on those 2 werewolves. It's spread equally on this team. This is why it's my favourite, because it's not just because that it's got everything it needs. If there's nothing that if it loses it, it's done. Do you know what I mean? So if like one of them werewolves goes down on that necromantic team, it's gone. Whereas here, you take out one of them players. Well, what have you really done? Not a lot.
Yeah.
So,
but they are elves, so 2
they
games
are
from
elves,
now, they
so
could have
it
7
could die.
players left.
Yeah, they could all die.
Yeah, very nice. Very
But
nice.
that is my pick. That's the one I reckon's going all the way.
Yeah, I can see why you'd select that. Well, let's have a look at Timber and Tunes.
The other Elven Union.
Yeah, more Elven Union. How
No, it's
fascinating.
like, never seen him before in my life.
So, an 11-man roster, very good for an elf team at this stage. He's got 2 catches. He's got 3 catches.
Yeah, he's got 2 guard.
He's got a pass accurate thrower. He's given him obviously sure hands because he didn't get the double, presumably.
Yeah.
He got a bit of might blow there. Yeah, I mean this is also a very good elf team as well, really.
Yeah, it is a good elf team.
So Mr. Bowie is definitely getting more and more threatening as time goes by, but it is his. I know he's got 2 more catches down there, just up there for some reason. But yeah, this is what Ewan was just on about. It's like it's starting to focus on just the one player. So if David Bowie goes,
you're struggling.
You're struggling compared to other ones, which like they're so even.
Well, I'd also say that like here there's going to be two, 3 pieces doing all the work because like we're talking about David Bowie, obviously he's well away, but also that blitzer. So I know he's only level 3, but it's Mighty Blow. It's Mighty Blow on a team that doesn't get strength access. That player's making every single one of your blitzes. Yeah. Again, it's going to start snowballing, so it's going to end up with like him being vital, and we all know what happens when you have a vital blitzer.
He does.
Don't we?
Yeah. He gets the black spot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So really, if I was Connor, if I have the opportunity, I'd be handing off to Thomas Bangalter or John LaJoy and getting some touchdowns with those guys in this next game, so that I can get some dodge on some of my linemen or whatever. But yeah. I mean, it's still an excellent looking team, isn't it? Like
it's a good looking team, and there's a lot of players that are just off a level. So, you know, if he can get through that first game, he could very well have a really good team very, very quickly.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes for him. So the Shire Horses.
Yay!
Look at the bloke.
Let's rip into them.
Look at the bloke. I mean, what the hell is that thing at the top?
Yeah, what? The Farrier 2, the strength up treatment.
Yeah,
Jesus
strength 7
Christ.
treatment, a thing of true pure beauty that is.
That is
I can't.
horrendous.
I'm just not losing any halflings. I've got 190k in the bank. What am I
Wow.
supposed to do with this money? Do I get an apothecary now? Well, I am playing against. I'm playing against Chaos
I'm
Dwarves to make sure.
surprised you don't have an apothecary already.
Well, what's the point? I've got so much cash that halflings don't matter if they die. I've got
Yeah,
so much
true.
cash that I can afford to replace a tree. I'd rather have the extra 50k for inducements.
Fair.
Okay.
I mean, the idea with the halflings. I mean, you look at that; it's 14-man roster, and it's still only
Yeah.
11-20. So, and I'm guessing
Yeah.
you most things are looking like 1400 now. So you're still getting deep root.
Yeah,
in.
I'm at home as well, so because of my stadium enhancement, I get in for 250 instead of 300.
Oh wow. So then why not the apothecary? Because
How do you
you've
know
actually
if you're
got
at
some-
home?
Because it tells you on the schedule who's at home. Whoever's on the left is
Right.
playing at home.
Oh, it follows English rules, not American.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that in America the away team is on the left.
It is on for American football.
Weird. That's very odd.
Yeah, it's bad. It's wrong. I know.
Yeah. But
And
yeah, I
the
mean,
problem is it's random. It's like yeah.
I'll tell you what the best thing about this halfling roster is, though. Maria Doc Halfinger.
Yeah.
Nobody ever expects the dive-in tackle, and what happens is someone will be like, dodge
a
away from
beautiful
him,
skill.
yeah, and then be like, "What? He's got diving tackle," and then it's turnover, and then I pick up
Yeah.
the ball, and then I throw a halfling, and now I'm winning 1-0 on your drive. It's a thing of absolute beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a thing of absolute beauty. It is an anti-elf skill if ever there was one.
Yeah.
People underestimate diving tackle. Like everyone goes on about tackle.
Yeah,
But
tackle
actually,
this, tackle
I
that.
think diving tackle is more
It's like
threatening.
tackle itself. Tackle is only good against things that have dodge. Diving
For
tackle is good
punching.
against everything.
Tackle's good for punching. Diving tackle's good for defending.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
If that
Well,
makes sense.
Anyway, back to Blood Bowl. Well, we're talking about Blood Bowl to be fair, but back to this team.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to win the playoffs. Best team in the league.
Yeah,
Let's move
Definitely. Look at that. I mean, that kick. That's where it's at right there.
Oh yeah.
on. That was a double.
Absolutely.
All right, let's have a look.
Of course it is.
Let's have a look
Oh,
at Puppy
right.
Power. So, a bit more balanced than the other one.
He's salty about it though.
Yeah, of course he is. It's Graham, but to be fair, he's got a lot of SPP on zombies there.
Yeah, he
Like-
has. That's what he's been. It's like the flesh golems. Like he wants to get them leveled up. He wants to get the block on them so they're more reliable. Completely understand, but I think everyone has gone to zombies.
Yeah, but still, it's a well balanced, leveled up team. Both his werewolves have got block. He's got a couple of tacklers in there. The only thing he's missing really is some guard, right?
Yeah, and he's got nothing there that's sort of screaming like kill me first. It's quite balanced, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you'd be going for those ghouls because they're
You
armor
would,
7
because-
and they've not got
Or
regen.
yeah, because I think that's why he's got it, so people try and punch it.
Well, evidently it's not been working because one of them's level 2. So now
Yeah.
it's his ball carrier, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, not really much to say about this team. It's a sensible team full of
Yeah.
not
Sensible
doubles.
picks.
I don't think there's a single double here. Is there? Is the jump up for the white? Is that a double?
Yeah,
Jump
that's,
up on the whites a double.
jumps up,
Yeah,
jump
so
up.
that's it really. Other than that, there's nothing to write home about. So
No.
yeah, not a bad roster at
It's
all.
still-
no reason why
it's
it
a
can't
good-
win.
It's a good team. It's a good team, especially with Graham at the helm.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah,
very
yeah.
well.
You'd expect them to do all right, wouldn't you? Yeah, not bad at all. Ogre, the other stunties in the league, and the highest team value apart for some reason.
Look at that team value. Ogres
I know.
float so hard. I mean, you can see why as soon as you open it
What
up.
are these? What are these? Two movement up ogres and one
And a movement up
Nobbler.
Nobbler.
So
What is this nonsense?
If this was current edition rules, none
Yeah.
of those Nobblars would count towards his team value for the game,
Yeah.
and that is why they had to do
Not
that
at all.
because they've got like I think they're called
They
worthless or
float like
valueless
crazy.
or something.
Yeah, it's there is expendable or something like
Yeah.
that, but they don't count.
But even if they get level ups,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
it's
that
nothing.
No. If
so
they
that
get a
was-
level up, they count for their level up. So that
Oh, okay, so that
movement
one
up
at the bottom.
Noblar would be worth 30k instead of 20.
all right, and then breakfast at the bottom there would be
Would be
Worth
worth
50.
50k.
50?
Yeah.
Yeah, 50.
But still,
Adam diving tackle.
it's an
What?
actual
it.
playable team. Yeah. Well, the main thing to write home about here is all the movement ups, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's got a movement up ogre with break tackle, so that ogre's going where it wants, when it wants,
Yeah.
providing it doesn't
And it-
bonehead.
Moving up, breaking tackle, but then it's also got a moving up, piling on piece as well.
Yeah,
There
so that's your blitzer right there, and then he's got a couple of block pieces that he can just stand there and cause trouble with.
Yeah. It's as far as ogres go, it's a good looking ogre team.
Yeah, it's a nice
The-
ogre team.
the-
It is.
A block on ogres is a double as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What has this been? Rolls been? Good
Yeah, I
God!
know. It's good, isn't it? It's a really good ogre team. That I really hope he does well.
Jesus.
He obviously won't, but I really hope he does. But yeah, fair play. That's hilarious. Like, best of luck to you. Let's have a look at Tears for Fears, another Norse team.
Alright.
11-man roster, lots of level ups there. That is a really nice team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great for
Again,
Warburner.
the stat ups, like
Yeah.
what's going on in this league?
Mm.
Yeah, there's so many. Like, it's okay. Strength up Wolfwerner, that is a freaking menace.
Yeah, with tackle
I mean-
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with-
Oh no, sorry.
No,
I got
that's
the
the
lineman.
lineman.
Yeah.
yeah. The frenzy
Strength up
block.
lineman.
Strength up. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the strength up lineman's still strong as well. I mean,
Movement
That
up
is-
runner.
yeah,
Underestimated,
movement
but
up
like
runner.
you
That,
know
that's
what
gonna be a-
what Max did with it.
Yeah,
Mm.
It's Jack. It's good. That's Jack Broomstick to Electric Boogaloo, right there. That's it's like that's and it's got blodge. It's a blodging sidestepper to boot as well,
Yeah.
which is horrendous. Wait, just out of double check on runners. Is that standard agility?
You can
access?
click on them and have a look, but what sidestep?
Oh,
yeah, they get general agility, so they get access to
Oh, that's
sidestep and
okay.
dodge and all
Yeah.
that.
I thought it might have been two doubles. I was about to throw a fit.
That's why they're such good pieces, those runners, to be honest with you. They're so useful for that exact reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, this,
Yeah,
I mean,
people don't take them and they should.
if they weren't all Armour 7, I'd be saying these guys are a shoe-in for winning, but obviously any of these players could be dead in a few days' time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But all the pieces are there for a successful campaign in the Tenderfoot Trophy. He's got a bit of guard, he's got some tackle, he's got quite a lot of tackle actually to deal with all these elves.
Yeah.
He's got his mighty blow, and most importantly, several strengths up means he can outmuscle even the toughest teams. So that's a very nice
Yeah.
roster that is, and his TV is pretty decent considering how many skill ups he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still less than the
Definitely.
ogre TV.
yeah. That awful one going toe to toe with ogres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
Very
strong
nice.
that thing is.
Let's have a look at the Gamma Girls.
Oh,
These
another
guys-
person who doesn't do his level
yeah.
ups in time.
So 2 level ups to be done on this team.
Throw in a lineman.
Yeah, so I'm assuming he'll probably get a blodger and on the thrower.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh,
He's already got a
that-
strong on piece, so maybe he'll get a sure hands or something.
Possibly.
Yeah, sure hands is a good shout on
Yeah.
a thrower, I think.
I'd probably go with
Yeah.
that.
How many? To say they're not doubles on there, are they? It's guard blitzers.
No,
Yeah.
blitzers take half.
yeah,
They're-
but
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're like dwarfs, mate. They build
Yeah.
all of them build exactly the same
Guard,
way.
guard,
It's
guard, guard,
guard, mighty blow.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
strength guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
And that's a good shield wall there. But they are Amazons and they are Armour 7,
And there is enough
yeah.
tackle in this league now to start killing them.
And you can see here again as well that all of his SPPs being concentrated on like this thrower, which I assume he's been scoring with, and then all his blitzers here who are getting all the
Yeah.
successful blocks and
Cash.
that.
Yeah.
But that's not the end of the world, is it really? And he's got
Oh, it's not the
150k
worst.
in the bank. He can survive a tragedy if he has to.
Yeah. He's got his 4 re-rolls. It's a good looking Amazon team, really. It's what they're meant to do. They're going to start falling off the cliff soon as everybody gets tackled and they start dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, it's not a bad team at all. Just it seems like it's a bit lacking on skill ups though. But I
We'll
suppose his
mention
TV's
though as
quite
well,
low.
a beautifully laid out team. Can you see like
Yeah,
blitzers,
yeah.
catchers,
Very
throwers?
sensibly and logically laid out. This is how you should do it, everyone.
Max.
Yeah,
Well,
very nice. Okay, let's take a look at these orcs. Long eaten mess.
This is why I mentioned it, because long eaten it's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, it is. What is this nonsense?
Yeah, come on, get your players lined up. What have we got? 2 Black Orcs here. The rest of them spread out all over the place.
You've got a troll in the middle. You've got a goblin's the only one in the right place.
So he's now got the 1-turn potential. But we have a Black Orc with a niggle and a Blitzer with a niggle. That's not great.
Dear.
I'd fire that Black Orc and get a fresh one. He's on 0 SPP.
The thing is, yeah, he could actually. You can afford it, but on an Orc with armor 9, a niggle is not the end of the world because you've still got to break armor 9. It's not like a niggle on a Wood Elf with armor 7.
Yeah.
It's you've got a harder task to break the armor. So, like, a niggle here is less effective than it would be.
I'd just knock him down, gather around, and foul him. I'd be like, great, that's a quarter of his strength 4 out right there. Then I'd do the same thing to the Blitzer because I knew I had a better chance of injuring him.
So, honestly, in fairness, like, with that Black Hawk having a niggle, okay, fair enough. So, if you sack him and rehire him, they'll still do the same thing. But if anything, if you have him as a niggle, you have him as a potential target for someone to concentrate and foul on. That's just more players they're going to the cause of trying to kill a Black Orc with armor 9.
I suppose. Yeah,
it's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
Pulling people off. You can use it to your advantage.
Yeah, you basically, it's like you just paint a giant target on him and just go, look, hit me, and then they do, and then wonder why the rest of the team's running around them.
I've been told that I'm too quick to fire players, so maybe this is one of those situations. But there's no mercy in my program of eugenics.
Yeah, they've leveled up twice. Sack them.
Other than that, not a bad looking team. Cheeky movement up on the thrower, so he's got someone who can
dodge
pick
on
up the ball relatively easily. Yeah, he's got two of his Black Orcs I've block, which ain't bad. It's difficult to get skill ups on the Black Orcs, so that's not too shabby.
4 guard on the Blitzers.
Yeah, he's got a couple. He's got his Mighty Blow Blitzer there as well, and he's got a Goblin for the 1-turn and leave him on the bench. Very nice.
I mean, it's what you'd expect. It's how an Orc team should look after a season.
Yeah, except it's not in the right order. There's a switch player button.
Yes.
Move them around, make it easier to look at. But good looking team.
It's not bad for his first season ever playing Blood Bowl.
Not bad at all.
All right.
He snuck into the trophy by coming 8th. So
he snuck into the trophy by coming 8th, but no, I think he came 7th actually.
No,
but he snuck in because he's been really hard to beat. He's not won a lot of games, but he's not lost a lot of games.
The only thing this team is missing is tackle.
Yes,
it needs tackle, especially with all these elves around. But looking good. Let's have a look at Mummy's little soldiers. My man, Kemri.
Aye.
After my own heart.
This looks pretty strong.
Yeah, this is decent.
Yeah.
So
Adjunct Blitzer, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Tomb Guardians, guard on a skeleton, they're nice.
And a strength up throw roar as well.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that strength up's not that handy. What is this? Is this strength up 12? Do you have to roll a 12?
Yeah,
10.
It has to be 12.
See, I would have considered just taking the double for that.
Taking the dodge.
Yeah, probably. Or in fact, possibly even I don't know, maybe strong arm. Just think I don't know. Maybe
true.
Possibly, with strength ups on things like throw rars and catches and this kind of thing, you don't. I reckon you think of him more of it as a defensive skill, because if he's in the middle of a cage or something like that, and you send someone in, you're gonna have a hard time getting him because he's strength 4.
Yeah, that's true enough. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems a bit of a shame that it's on a throw rock because you're never gonna.
Yeah. But I think Fritz is right there. Actually, if you think about it, you've taken your 5 turns to pick up the ball because you're playing Henrik. The last thing you want to do is some little fucker to jump in there and get a 1 dice and knock him over.
So at least you're
making it difficult.
Making it difficult, getting 2 die uphills for yourself.
What we are missing on this team is any tackle at all, which is a shame against all these elves. But also, it's worth noting that he's been unfortunate with the Tomb Guards, because you want to get a double so you can get block on one of those guys. Unfortunately, he's not managed that, but he's got 3 guard pieces. He's rolled a double on that skeleton, and he's got 2 Mighty Blow. And the fact that he's got that Agi 3 Blitzrar means that if he needs to, he can hand off to the Blitzrar.
Is it 3 Mighty Blow, is he? Yeah.
Yes, 3 Mighty Blow.
Yeah, 2 Blitzers. Blitzrars and Mighty Blow, that's like...
Yeah. I mean, that's good as well, because that gives him that extra ability to dodge. Like, anti-3 dodges, it's a 70... Yeah, it's 67%, isn't it?
Yeah.
that you'll succeed that, which can be a game changer.
Yeah. And it's also why I would have considered getting strong arm on the throw RAR, because with an
Yeah.
anti-3 blitz RAR and a throw RAR with strong arm, you have the option to pass, I guess. But I can just hear Graham in the back of my head now going like, no, you don't want to be passing with Kemry. That's ridiculous. Don't waste skills on that. But it happens. You have to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
And having the
I've done
ability
it.
to do it is great.
I've
but yeah,
done it. Fritz has done it.
what with
Yeah.
Kemry?
Yeah, we've both
No,
done it, haven't we? A little bit.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Well,
Passed.
yeah, that is a nice team.
I succeeded once as well.
Let's have a look at branching outside. What have we got going on here? A 7-man roster.
Ooh.
This is how you expect
Yeah,
Wood Elves to look.
these
This
guys
is a Wood Elf
uh,
roster.
Who cares? Who gives a crap though, right? He's got a level 4 War Dancer and a level 3 War Dancer. He's got a catcher with a move up, and he's got a guy who can do the kick.
Yeah.
That's all you need on a Wood Elf roster. Everything
Yeah.
else is just bloat.
Yeah.
So,
surplus requirement.
yeah. The only thing really that I would say is a bit shitty about this team is he needs more catchers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has
For the league as well.
What,
I
he
think
came
it's
top of the
because-
league?
Yeah, I
Did he?
think he was top.
leaderboard.
Interesting.
No result. What the
Yeah, I think he did.
hell? Oh wait, I don't know.
I think he did come top of his league, but yeah, that is. It looks awful at first glance, but actually, he's got everything he needs right there. And really, it's all about the War Dancers with this team, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I confirm? Yes, no, he did come to the top of the team.
Yeah.
20 points,
I mean,
6
I'm not,
wins, 2
I'm not
draws.
surprised. He's got a War Dancer that has tackle, mighty blow, and strip ball. So not only are you not allowed to keep your ball, not only are you not allowed to take it into the square with you when he punches you, but also you're probably getting injured as well. So yeah, what a piece that is right there. And then
Chuck
obviously
Forrest.
he's got his Juggernaut piece here as well.
Yeah.
So that so that I mean, I guess that stops people from wrestling him down or whatever, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you use it to like move things that stand firm, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
It cancels out fend, stand firm, and wrestle.
Yeah.
And then you
Good.
can also use like treat both downs as pushes.
And then he's got a catcher here that can move 12 squares in one turn. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's susceptible to implosion, but not
Yes.
a bad looking Wood Elf roster that. And it's,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not surprised that he came top of his league.
He's got the bits he needs, and he's got the sacrificial lambs as well, hasn't he, in those journeymen?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at
absolutely.
these chuffs in pajamas. Last team to check
Oh.
out. Whoa,
Yes.
nasty. Wow.
God,
okay.
God Minotaur, very nice. Your
Yeah.
usual guarding blockers, pretty standard. That
Not a lot
movement-
on his bull sentinels, but
You know, pick Sure Hands movement hobgoblin. Hello,
yeah, and
Uh,
a straight four
yeah, that's
hobgoblin
good.
as well.
and a straight 4 hobgoblin as well. So
Got
there's
the dedicated fowler there. He's got block
Yeah.
on both of his bull centaurs. Sensible. Plenty of
Yeah.
guard. I mean, there's not really much you can say about this, is there? He's got
No,
his
it's
Oh, there's a
apothecary.
double as well, isn't it?
What is?
Sneaky get.
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Yeah, so if it levels up again, he'll probably give it dirty player.
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
do, wouldn't you?
Yeah, good choice for a double that. Some people might have told you to get like dodge or I don't know what else
Something
can you get?
boring.
Right? Yeah,
Guard.
sneaky get. That was the right choice.
Absolutely.
Go fruity. Play different. I like it.
Oh, this team looks awful. I've got to play these guys.
That isn't a nice looking team, and especially if you're halflings.
Yeah,
6 tackle. Oof.
Yeah.
yeah. Screw that. Well, let's have a look at the schedule, shall we?
Yeah, we're Long Eaton, Mess, and MNG United. Oh,
So this again is in
Interesting.
order. So the top 4, and then the 4 below, and the 4 below, and the 4 below will form the semi-finals. So let's have some predictions. Who do you think's going to be the semi-finalists out of those top 4?
What finalists?
Sorry.
Oh right, no. Sorry, semi-finalists. It's MNG United.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, he's going to beat the Orcs, and then
It-
he's
it's-
got trash
Cool.
Dark Elves, or
it goes to the quarterfinals. It's round of 16 of them.
yeah. So he'll win that to go into the round of the quarterfinals, and
Yeah.
then he'll beat
So-
he'll
so-
beat the winner of John Crows and Glamour Girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Who's going to be in the semis?
Okay.
So you reckon
Oh
MNG?
right, apologies.
MNG.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. MNG they've just got the bit they've just got the bits for it.
Yeah, they're looking good. I think.
Yeah,
can't really argue with that. What about the next 4 then?
Obviously, that's the halflings because there's no better team.
Do you know what? Right, I was all geared up to come 8th in my league and play against some elf team that I knew I could batter, and then I won my last game, and I just needed the lizards to beat the Amazons or to draw with them or something in order for me to be 6th. But instead, the Amazons won. I dropped to 7th, and now I have to play these goddamn chorfs.
It's the worst possible team for you.
It really is.
It's really horrible.
I'm going to be honest with those 4. I'm actually thinking those chorfs.
I mean, the chorfs are definitely a favourite, right? Puppy power. They've got some claw, so they can deal with the chorfs in the next round.
Yeah, but He'll probably, the way he's been rolling his dice, he'll die. The first thing he'll do is he'll take an M&G, it'll fall over, he'll die.
Yeah, it could say the chorfs win, then the thing is, Chorf's going against either the Khemri or the Underworld. There's a lot of tackle on that team is going to be nullified because none of them have dodge.
None of them are trying to dodge you.
Yeah, if you could get past him, then they don't have tackle really.
Your speed advantage. So there's no speed advantage in playing Khemri.
Oh,
your speed advantage is gone against Chorf. So it's just who can win in a fight.
Yeah,
50-50 with all that guard.
Yeah,
and then I would expect the necromantic team to run rings around him, but again, it's going to be hard to get any removal. It's going to be hard to gain any ground against all those dwarfs. I think that's a good-looking Chorf team. Yeah. I'm going to favour it. Sorry, Graham. I think you probably will. You'll probably suffer more bad luck the way it's been going for you this season.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, what are we thinking for the next 4 then? There's a lot of good stuff in there.
That's a good 4. That's your group of death right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it gonna be? I don't. Can branching outside do it? That is the question.
I don't think I can. To be honest, it's a nice. They've got a few great key pieces, but they've just not got enough chaff to survive.
Yeah, they're going against Journeyman. Actually, we know what. And again,
if they make it through from against Journeyman United, they're going to get slapped to pieces by Barking Mad or Tears for Fears. I think.
Well, actually, think about it though, because Branching Outside is going against Journeyman United. They've both got. Have they got the same amount of people? Let's double check.
No, Journeyman United have got one more.
Yeah, so they're both battered as balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're both running a lot of journeymen. So in theory, it could go either way.
Yeah, either of them two could win, but then I think that either Absolutely Barking Mad or Tears for Fears, and Tears for Fears has got such a nice roster. I think I'm going to go with them to make
Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
I think I want to go with Absolutely Barking Mad.
Yeah.
I think that they've got the edge in that game. I do think you're right. That fixture's got the edge over the other fixture, but Barking Mad.
What do you think, Fritch?
It is a toss up. So whoever does win out of Barking Mad or Tears for Fears just gets an almost free ride into the semis. Depends on how much they bash each other. I really can't say. It'll be a close one, but I think.
Why don't you just be interested and pick one of the elf teams?
Just different.
What? Tears for Fears? No. Honestly, I think it might be Absolutely Barking Mad. But I think it's going to be a close one. I reckon overtime for that one. It's going to be overtime. Whoever wins a toss gets it.
Two votes for Barking Mad then. Interesting. And our last group of 4 there. This is interesting. It's got Timber and Tunes and Woodtuggers.
Oh mate, that's horrible. Look at that. Both two stunted teams
are going against Chalk.
Rely on dodge.
That's
just disgusting.
Such nonsense, isn't it?
It's
no fun.
I mean, if I was the commissioner, I'd change the rules.
Well, Timber and Tunes have got an 11-man roster. Woodtuggers are the absolutely ridiculous Wood Elf team with
all the stat ups.
Yeah, ridiculous number of stat ups. So, I mean, of the two, you would assume that Woodtuggers would have the better roster, right?
Yeah,
and
I
therefore
think
would
that's
win the elf off. And I think obviously the bulls are going to be wait what ball? I'd be highly like they'll get a load of inducements. I'll be surprised if they don't. And then it's between the bulls and the woodsuggers, and
they're the only team that wouldn't get inducements against them actually.
yeah, I mean I think the bulls will be the ones to come out of those four.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
with
so
you.
as well.
Yeah.
I think that all of the reliance on dodge from the other three teams just means that it just gives that advantage to tackle.
Well, yeah, it does. I mean, there's like 1, 2. He's got Woodsucker's going in with 5 dodge, meant to be more than that, but and you're not attacking on any Chorf team.
You're just going to get punched. You're just going to get punched.
You're going to get smashed into the floor, mate. Yeah, simple as that.
So, of our 4 hypothetical semi-finalists, which would be the Uzkalak Bulls, absolutely barking mad, Chorfs in Pyjamas, and MNG United, who do we think will be taking the trophy?
Well, if MNG United can avoid dying, that's my pick. I think there's a lot of Chaos Dwarf, but they've got enough players to deal with it. Like having a deep roster against a team that can kill you will get you through.
Yeah,
and he's the only elf team that's got a deep roster.
Yeah.
I just think one of the Chorfs will take it because they're Chorfs.
Yeah,
it's fair. It's fair call.
They're just strong at low levels, aren't they?
Yeah, all that tackle against all this dodge.
Yeah, there's so much tackle going into that into those semis and the final by comparison. It's going to be really hard unless like some friggin' miracle happens and the Chorfs fail against the Shire horses, which would really shake it up.
Definitely going to happen.
But I reckon it's going to be one of the Chorfs. I reckon it's going to be the Pyjamas in particular of the two.
Yep. Well, there we have it then. That has been Smash of the Day. The final Smash of the Day of this season. So good luck, everyone. And we'll see you all for Season 8. Thanks, Fritch. Thanks, Ewan.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There was.